Very excited. I'm on the way up to the NHS Vision Project, 2020 Vision Project. It's a visual tribute to NHS healthcare workers in the UK during the pandemic, and there's a conglomerate of 100 photographers and who've been chosen to take pictures of up to 6 people for the project. So I'm really excited. We're going up to a preview exhibition. It's just on this weekend in St Ethelburgers in Bishopsgate, and each photographer is having one picture being featured, and I'm very lucky to be one of a handful who's having 2 images featured. The lovely Junior from Princess Alice Hospice and Amanda, who is a GP down in Red Hill. So really excited to see my pictures, quite nervous as well, and yeah, I'll be interested to see how this evening goes. We've arrived in Bishopsgate just before our time slot to go and have a look at the exhibition. We walked from Waterloo, which I always love walking around London. You see so much more of the history and the buildings, and you can really soak up the London atmosphere. So we're here, we're tucked away behind the church where the exhibition is, because it's so windy. My blow dry doesn't look the same as it did when I left the house. So I'm really excited to go in. Can't wait to see my pictures. The exhibition is about honouring NHS and healthcare workers in the UK, those that have been working through the pandemic, and just all frontline people in the health service who have been amazing. And the idea is that 100 photographers would find people who would be interested in being photographed, photographing the faces behind the masks, so we can honour their contribution to our society in this really unusual times. So it's been an absolute pleasure to be part of it. It's such a meaningful project, and I have family in the NHS, so it means a lot to me, and it's been extraordinary meeting people that I would never have otherwise met and photographing them and hearing their stories. The exhibition is a snapshot of the healthcare service in the UK during the pandemic. It's a little snippet of what it's been like for people on the front line working, and it just gives you an idea of the amount of sacrifice, the amount of love and dedication that people have who work in healthcare. It's a lifelong vocation. Rarely is it something you go into for not very long and come out again. It's something you do for a long period of your working life. You know, there were stories of people having been worked in the NHS for 20, 30 years, people coming back out of retirement to work through the pandemic, people changing their skill sets, having to work in different departments, quite extraordinary stories. And the more that I went round and read these stories and looked into the eyes of the people that were photographed, you really get a sense of the enormity of what they've all done for us and the sacrifices that they've made. The exhibition made me feel really emotional, more emotional than I was expecting actually. It's a very moving body of work, with lots of really inspiring stories, incredible photography. It's extraordinary to be part of such a brilliant project in such extraordinary times. So it made me feel lots of things. Connected is one, definitely a sense of community through the country with all the pictures and reading all the stories. So lots of different things. It was great to meet Sophie and Annie, who have curated this exhibition, who've done so much amazing work with so many people. So yeah, it's really exciting and beautiful body of work.